Hi, I'm very glad to share with you one of the important concepts, people optimization in compiler design. There are 6 different phases in compiler design, and this concept comes under the last or the final phase, code generation. The responsibility of code generation phase is to convert the intermediate representation of the source program to its object code. In order to improve the quality of such generated target code, we can use or apply optimization. Now let's see what does this optimization means. What is optimization? Optimization is the process of transforming a piece of code to make more efficient without changing its output. So for example, if my program consists of 20 lines of coding and if there is a possibility of reducing the size of my program to 15 or 18 lines without changing its output, that is, no compromise with the output. This will be called as optimization. So not only the reduction of program size is optimization, but sometimes rearranging the statement of the code also leads to optimization. Okay, fine. Then what's the use of this optimization? Yes, it reduces the execution time of your program and it also reduces your memory usage. So reduction of both the execution time and memory usage increases the quality of your program. To say in short, code optimization is an approach to enhance the performance of the code. There are two types of optimization. Let us see them. The two types of optimizations are mission independent optimization and mission dependent optimization. Let's see the difference between them. Mission independent optimization is done before the target code is generated. So naturally, its input will be an intermediate code. And we know that the intermediate code does not involve any CPU registers or absolute memory references. So after optimization, the optimized code can be used on any processor. Whereas mission dependent optimization is done after the target code is generated. So naturally its input will be a target code. And we know that this target code involves CPU registers and may have absolute memory references. So finally, after optimization, the optimized code can be used only by the target mission. That is mission of same architecture. So our concept, people optimization, is a mission dependent optimization. Let's move to it. So as we have said, people optimization is a mission dependent optimization. Here consider there is a segment of generated code. Let's see how this people optimization works on it. So people optimization works by recognizing a set of instruction that can be replaced by a shorter or a faster set of instruction. For example, here I have taken a set of 2 instruction and I am going to replace it with a single instruction. So the instruction that is going to be replaced can be of shorter or faster set of instructions. Now, this very small set of instruction that I am going to replace will be called as a peephole or a window. So the peephole is nothing but a small or a moving window on the target program. Now assume that I have optimized this generated code. I have finished optimizing this generated code. Now what's the use of this optimized code? This optimized code should have a faster execution speed, should utilize the memory efficiently, and should give a better performance. So these are the objectives or the goals of people optimization. So in the next slide, let us see some of the characteristics of people optimization. So there are 6 characteristics or techniques used by the people optimization. They are redundant instruction elimination, flow of control optimization, algebraic simplification, use of machine idioms, unreachable code elimination, and reduction in strength. Let us see one by one with an example. So the first characteristics of people optimization is a redundant instruction elimination. Here is a example of two expression, a is equal to b plus c and d is equal to a plus e. So the generated code for these two expression is given below. So the value of b is loaded to the register R0. Now the second instruction is we are going to add the value of C with the value or the content of register R0. So your result after adding B plus C will be in R0. Now in the third instruction what I am doing is I am again moving the content of register R0 to A, or I am storing the value of R0 to A. So these first three instruction is for the expression A is equal to B plus C. Similarly, the next three instruction is for the expression D is equal to A plus E. Here this generated code has to be optimized. Where? So this people, under this people I am going to do a replacement. A people of third instruction and fourth instruction. So the execution of third instruction ensures that the value of A is in R0. Then why again I have to move the content of A to R0 again? So I can delete this fourth instruction. So this generated code of 6 lines can be optimized to a generated code of 5 lines. So the second characteristics is flow of control optimization. Here the unnecessary jumps can be eliminated. So consider coding before optimization like jump L1. So when we move to label L1, again there is a jump L2. Why this unnecessary jump? So I can optimize it as jump L2. Even this instruction can be eliminated if there are no other instruction that are moving to the label L1. So we'll go for the third characteristics, algebraic simplification. It uses algebraic properties of operators to simplify expressions. So people optimizer uses algebraic identities to eliminate certain statements. Example, x is equal to x plus 0 means the same, or x is equal to x into 1 means the same. So such statement or expressions can be completely removed. We'll move to the next one. The fourth technique used by the people optimization is use of machine idioms. So there are some machines which have instructions to implement certain specific operation efficiently. Example, auto increment and auto decrement addressing modes. So example, consider an expression s is equal to s plus 1. So the generated code for this expression is I'm going to load the value of s to register R0. Again the next statement I'm going to add a value of 1 to register R0. Now the result is in R0. Again I'm going to store the value from R0 to S. So these three instruction is for the expression S is equal to S plus 1. Why to write these three instruction when you have a machine idioms like increment S? So use of these modes greatly improves the quality of your program. So we'll move to the next technique, unreachable code elimination. What is this unreachable code? It is a part of the source code that will be never executed at all. So consider this example. There is a procedure called foo with two arguments. The very first statement of this procedure is written. So the statement next to it will never be executed. So this is called the unreachable code. So this peephole has to be optimized by removing this particular statement. Sometimes this unreachable code is also called as a dead code. Is there any difference between unreachable code and dead code? Yes. Dead code is a part of the source code that will be executed, but it will be never used in the program, or it has no effect on the output of the program. Whereas unreachable code will never be executed at all. So this unreachable code or dead code occupies unnecessary memory and causes unnecessary catching of instruction. So definitely such statements has to be eliminated. So the last technique what we are going to see is reduction in strength. So as the name suggests, it involves reducing the strength of the expression. Consider an expression b is equal to a into 2, which is replaced by the expression b is equal to a plus a. Again consider an expression d is equal to x square, which is going to be replaced by d is equal to x into x. Why so? This is because the cost of multiplication operator is higher than that of the additional operator, and the cost of exponent is higher than the multiplication operator. So this technique replaces the expensive and costly operator with a simple and cheaper one. Similarly, we can use left shift operator for multiplication and right shift operator for division. So these are the 6 techniques used by the peephole optimization. So to conclude, optimization is beneficial and should always be applied. Thank you.